Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's solve this question together. Now look at what we are given on the board. We are given 1 divided by what? The x root of what? 9 plus what? 1 divided by what? The x root of what? 3 equals to 30. We are asked to look for the value of x. Now in this video, I want you to understand one of the properties, okay, of indices. I want you to understand that the x root of what? 1 is equals to 1. By obeying the properties of indices, we know that anything that x will be here, we must give us what? 1. Okay? Because if here is 1, square root of, if here is 1, it will still give us 1. If here is 2, it will still give us 1. If here is 3, if here is 0, it will still give us 1. Okay? It means that this one, this x root of 1 is sent as what? Into 1 to the power of what? 1 over x equals to what? 1. Okay? That means if you multiply both sides by x, that means 1 to the power of x is still equals to what? 1. You see, these are interesting what properties of what indices you have to understand. That means 1 is equals to what? X root of what? 1. So in place of this 1, we can write what? The x root of what? 1 divided by x root of what? 9. Okay? Wow, this is pocket-genius. Okay? Then plus, are you seeing 1? You can write it as what? X root of what? 1 divided by the x root of what? 3 equals to what? 30. Wow. Now let's obey some of the properties of indices. We know that if you have what? If you have b to the power of what? Sorry. If you have a to the power of n, a to the power of n divided by b to the power of n, okay, that this is equals to into a divided by b all to the power of what? N. Do you see why solving problems and obeying the law of indices is very simple and interesting? We are following the law as you can see here. And again, I want you to understand that this x root of 1 you are seeing, you can also write it as what? 1 to the power of what? 1 over x. Please take note, okay? Because a to the power of 1, a to the power of m divided by n is equals to the n root of what? A all to the power of what? M. These are the properties of what? Indices, right? I see how simple it is. Very simple, interesting. Now, divided by what? Divided by 9 to the power of what? 1 over what? X. Okay, plus what? 1 to the power of what? 1 what? 1 over x, okay, divided by 3 to the power what? 1 over what? X, right? 1 over what? X equals to what? 30. Now, you can see that the power here are the same. The power are the same, right? So, we can obey these properties now. Now, this is sent as into 1 divided by 9 all to the power of 1 over what? X. Okay? Then plus into 1 divided by 3 all to the power of 1 over what? X equals to what? 30. Now, we can put 9 in index form because 3 times 3 is 9. So 3 to the power of 2 is what? Is 9. We can write this as what? Into 1 divided by 3 to the power of 2. Do you know that we can also write this one as what? 1 square. Because 1 square simply means what? 1. Because 1 times 1 is what? 1, right? All to the power of what? 1 over what? X. Plus into 1 over 3 all to the power of what? 1 over x. Okay? 1 over s equals to what? 30, right? Now, I want you to understand that this power here, you can see this power here is 2 and power here is 2. We can also obey these properties. So what are we going to do? What we are going to do is to into bracket, okay, let's use bracket, the into what? 1 over what? 3 all to the power of 2, then put bracket close to the power of what? 1 over what? S, okay, plus into 1 divided by 3 all to the power of what? 1 over what? S. All this equals to what? 30. Now, I want to do something very interesting, very amazing. I want to do something very interesting. Now, observe very carefully to this question. You can see that this place we're having 1 over 3 all to the power 1 over x. And here we're having into bracket into what? 1 over 3 to the power of 2 all to the power of 1 over x. Now, I want to do something very interesting so that this question will look so simple. Okay? Now, you can see that what I'm having here, I'm having 1 over 3 all to the power 1 over x. So, you can see that there's nothing wrong because we know that 1 over x times 2 is equals to 2 multiplied by 1 over x. So, I'm not wrong by obeying these properties of indices that into a to the power of m all to the power of n is equals to a to the power of m multiplied by n, or a to the power of what? N multiplied by what? M. They are the same thing since the relationship between them is multiplication. So I can do something very amazing here. Okay? So what I'm going to do, bracket, okay, into 1 over what? 1 over 3 all to the power of 1 over what? X. okay, all to the power of what 2. This and this, they are equal by obeying the properties of indices. Then plus into 1 over 3 all to the power of 1 over what s equals to what 30, right? Now consider something is common. What is common? Consider we're having 1 over 3 all to the power 1 over x here and also here. So we are not wrong if you say let what is common, which is what into 1 over 3 all to the power of 1 over s equals to what p. Wow, this is beautiful. That means the whole of this now is p, but remember the power here is 2, so it becomes what p square. So there become what p square plus what p equals to what 30. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is what quadratic what equation. Now let's subtract 30 from both sides so I can have a very fun what quadratic equation. Let me see, if you subtract 30 from both sides, what this is p square plus 30 minus 30 equals to what 0. Wow. Now this is quadratic equation. Here used for our factorization method to solve it. Now let's look for the factors of 30. Remember that factors are those numbers that divide exactly with any what remainder. Now let us not waste our time, because since the coefficient of p here is 1, we know that 5 times 6 is what 30, and 6 minus 5 will give us 1 since the coefficient of p is 1. So we are good to go, my brothers and sisters. That means p square, okay, plus what 6p plus what 5p minus what 30 equals to 0, because 6p minus 5p will give us p, and 6 multiplied by 5 will give us 30, will give us minus 30. Sorry, this is minus, okay, not plus, because 6 minus 5 will give us 1, which is the coefficient of p. Then 6 multiplied by minus 1, 5 will give us minus 30. Now for our left hand side, what is common? P is common into p squared divided by p will give us p. 6p divided by p will give us what? Plus 6. Okay, what is common here? Minus 5 is common. Why? Why is it that minus 5 is common? Minus 5 is common because minus 5 can go into itself without remainder. Also, minus 5 can also go into minus 30 without remainder. So this is into minus 5p divided by minus 5 give us p. Minus 30 divided by minus 5 give us what? Plus 6. All this equals to what? 0. Now, from here, what is common? We can see that we have p plus 6 here and p plus 6 here. So we can see that p plus 6 is common. We can open a parenthesis, p plus 6 is what? Is common. Then into, if we divide p into p plus 6 divided by p plus 6, we have what? P. If we divide minus 5 into p plus 6 divided by p plus 6, we have minus what? 5. All this equals to what? 0. Now remember, when the product of two terms is equals to 0, it means that each of the parentheses is equals to 0, or you consider both of them are equals to what? 0. Now what are we going to do? Let's solve it respectively. That means p plus 6 is equals to 0, or p minus 5 is equals to what? 0. Then from here, we have to subtract 6 from both sides because we are looking for the value of p. If we do that, that means our p is equals to what? Minus what? 6. Because of what? Because we subtracted what? 6 from both sides. Or our p is equals to what? If we add 5 to both sides, that means p here is what? 5. These are the value of what? P. But my question is, were we asked to solve for the value of p? No, we are asked that what is the value. Now, okay, we can see that we are getting the value of p, okay, because p is equals to what? 5, or p equals to what? Minus 6. So we are okay to find the value of what? X. Now we know that we say let 1 over 3 all to the power 1 over s equals to p. So we know that we are getting p, but can we use when p is negative? Let's focus on positive, okay? Now when p is equals to what? 5, okay, let's find x. That means into 1 divided by 3 all to the power of 1 over what? S is equals to what? P. But I want you to understand one of the properties of indices, that a to the power of minus m is equals to 1 over a to the power of m. Now I can do something very amazing here, right? Can write this as into 3 to the power of minus 1 all to the power of 1 over x equals to what? 5. Okay, here is 5, right? P is 5. Okay, here is 5. Fine. And remember also one of the properties of indices, that into, okay, a to the power of m all to the power of n is equals to a to the power of m multiplied by what? N. So this power here can also, remember the power inside the parenthesis can multiply the power outside the parenthesis. So now what this is into 3 to the power of what? Minus 1 divided by x equals to what? 5. But since the bases are not the same, what are we going to do? We want to take the what? Let's take logarithm of both sides. So we want to take log of both sides. So that means log of what? Log of into 3 to the power of minus 1 divided by x is equals to log of what? Log of 5. Wow, this is amazing. Also, let me also draw your mind to one of the properties of logarithm. That what? Log m to the power of p base a is equals to log, is equals to, the power will go back to multiply the log as P multiplied by log what? M base what? Base A. If this is truth, that means this might become what? Minus 1 over S log what? Log 3 equals to log what? Log 5. So remember, our target is to find the value of S. So let's divide both sides by log 3. So clear up this, also divide this by what? Log 3, right? Now this will cancel out this. We'll now see that minus 1 over S is equals to, we can do something very interesting here. We can do something very interesting. Now, do you know that we can write this as what? Log 5 base 3. Log 5 base 3 is equals to what? Log 5 base 3 is equals to log 5 divided by log 3. But how are we going to have the value of S? Because we're getting that minus 1 over S equals to log 5 base 3. Now, do you know that we can multiply through by X? If we multiply through by L, look at what we are going to have. Now, I want to have this is minus 1 equals to X what? Log what? Log 5 base 3, because we multiply through by what? By X. But we want to make S the subject of the formula. What are we going to do? Then we divide both sides by log 5 base 1, log 5 base 3, so that S can be subject, right? Log what? Log 5 base 3, right? Now this will cancel out this. Now see that X is equals to minus 1 divided by log 5 what? Log 5 base what? Base 3. And this is the solution to this particular problem. Amazing. Amazing. Now if if P is minus 6, if you are going to solve it, that means you are going to have a complex unit. But for this is the solution to this problem. If S is minus this, because if S is minus 6, you have to have complex what? Answer. But let's agree that when S equals to minus 1 divided by log 5 base 3 is the solution to this particular problem. So thank you so much for watching. Please, if you find it very interesting, don't hesitate. Do well to like, comment, and so share this to loved ones or others who learn from it. Please, if you are not subscribed, consider to subscribe to this channel so that anytime we do an exciting video, you'll notify. So thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.